Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. Welcome back to the Hybrid Golem that is utilizing a big, massive, passive shield buffer, but also has got a small active component with a medium shield booster right here to complement it with more HP per second. Basically what this thing here is that it is like an anti-gank golem, as much HP as possible to make it as difficult as possible for gankers to kill you. As I've previously mentioned before, it's not invincible to ganks. The point is to make it less likely to successfully get ganked. So in the last video I talked about this fit right here. I was saying that it could be an option to have a cloaking device on this, because a cloaking device can be nice if you want to, say for example, do like have a bit of a better ability to avoid these ganks on gates, because it is quite common that people who gank mission runners do it on gates, because that's where like they're vulnerable, because it's not always the easiest thing to gank a battleship when it's inside a mission pocket, because then they'll probably be far away, but you know that they will have to sometime sooner or later get back to the mission hub. So that's where a lot of ganks occur, where they like group up on a gate and just pop the ship when they're trying to warp to the next gate. So, to combat this, I was thinking of then using a cloaking device. So we've actually got this cloaking device right here, the Caldari Navy one. This is a very good one because it has a little bit less penalties than the other cloaking devices, like the improved cloaking device 2s to your sensor strength. Because that's one of the bad things about the cloaking devices, that when we put them on, you can see here that we have a less amount of scan resolution. So this will make it so that we lock up stuff slow, and it'll be a bit annoying when we are, doing the missions and we want to lock up items quickly. We will then have this sort of hindering us, making it go slower. But it will give us a bit of like extra safety when we go through gates, have us the ability to do that MWD cloak trick, like get through them hopefully in one piece. A guy called Mad Doc, he actually gifted me this cloaking device right here, this special poncho one. The reason I am actually using the Caldari Navy one is because it is a bit better when it comes to this scan resolution stuff. The poncho seems to be good when it comes to recalibration time, because this cloaking device here, the Caldari Navy, seems to have like a recalibration time. Oh, it is 25 seconds, is it? Or I think there's something that is special about the poncho one. I'm not 100% sure. I think scan resolution. I'm not sure actually what's the main thing, but this costs more, and I really appreciate that you gifted me this. The reason I'm going to use the Caldari Navy one is because it's got better scan resolution. It's just this is going to make it so that it takes a lot longer for me to lock up stuff. That's really the main thing when it comes to this. So that's why I'm going with the Caldari Navy cloaking device. But still, Mad Doc, thanks a lot for gifting me this. I'll probably put this on some other kind of cloaking ship in the future. Anyway, let's get down to business. The police golems are going to go and police the area of Hirora to serve some sweet, sweet justice upon the criminals of this area right here. And we're using the police golem skin, the special state police skin, gifted to me by Threatnaut, a really good friend of mine. It's just such a cool looking skin. It looks so epic how we're going around with policing the area in like the proper police skin, so we actually look like actual law enforcement, not just actually acting as it, but look like it as well. So let's see now. This is a Marian mission with the faction. We don't want to do this because we're going to tank our standings. Right Hand of Zazmataz is a pretty good mission to do when it comes to blitzing, but I want to do like a solid mission where we have a lot of NPCs to destroy, because that'll be a bit more interesting. So we'll do the Silence the Informant thing here, because this is a mission where we do actually get the ability to destroy a bunch of NPCs. So we'll do that. We'll see here how the cloaking device fares, if it will be too annoying or not annoying. And also something to remember is that we've got this auto-targeting system, so hopefully it will make it a bit easier. So we just have to use this on, and we barely even have to pay attention. We just destroy stuff straight away. So let's see now, what kind of NPCs have we got here? I think it's mixed. Yeah, probably it's going to be angels, so I'll put the Nova Fury, but it could be other ones as well. Occasionally I find Blood Raiders as well. Alright, let's go here. I got the Tech 2 salvage drones as well, in case I wanted to salvage. I don't really like salvaging that much, but I just can't keep them here in case. You could always use them if I wanted to. It's a bit too much managing in the L4 missions. When it comes to Triglavian hunting, for example, there it's very nice to be able to do salvaging. You get a lot of ISK from that. It's really totally worth it to do it there. But I'll show you what I would do. Like, say there were gankers here. This is what I would do right here. So, okay, we jump here through this gate, and oh, there's a big catalyst fleet waiting to gank me right here. And you can see here, I'm cloaked, right? So what I'll do is, say for example, this station right here, I'll just align to this, activate my cloaking device, and then do a double click here with the MWD. Now, when my MWD is coming close to the end, then I will uncloak. So you can see here, we're cloaked. We're not able to be targeted. There we go, uncloak, and then boop, we're off here. See here, we warp straight away. So that's what I would do if there were gankers here. But probably if you've got like these extremely fast locking ships, they could perhaps get me. Also, if they just simply bumped into me, they probably could do it as well. So it's, I mean, you can obviously fail, but it's still, it makes it a lot safer than not having this cloaking device right here. It's very nice to have to get through those potential ganks that can occur, because it has happened. It's not that common in this area because it's not such a popular mission hub. There's a lot better places to gank if you want to gank mission runners, because there's not so many people running around here. But I have occasionally seen a few ganking corporations around here. It has happened, but it's not that common because there's not a lot of people here to do mission running. It's not really worth people's time to go ganking out here. Stuff like Langisi, Apanake is usually more popular for mission running, so you see marauders all over the place there. Let's get into here. The Silence the Informant. Silence the Informant. I'm quite curious that how would our capacitor fare if we didn't have an MWD? 2.1 gigajoules, okay. So it's still, I mean, it's not like it's amazing when it comes to the capacitor when we turn this off right here. I mean, we've got this cap stability. Turn this off like that. This is a core C-type 500 MN, so it's still not, it's not got that big of a penalty to our capacitor. So it's not that bad to have this. Otherwise, it would be so nice to be able to have a MJD, because that'll be very useful. But here's the thing, we got the cruise missiles anyway, so it's all right. All we could do really is just position ourselves so that we're right near the gate. And we'll go for the other, because these are drones, so we'll go for the Mjolnir Fury. Activate Hardeners. We'll just get close to this acceleration gate, and we don't even need to actually, because we're already in range. So we'll just here and Bastion up. So I'm quite curious now how fast this will feel like when we're locking stuff up. We can start locking this stuff up. Is it going to be super slow? Is it going to be quite fast? Let's see how this feels. Okay, it does feel quite slow. You can see here, yeah, it does feel quite slow. I mean, it's not that bad, but it is slow. So, like, it's not horrendously slow, but it's still slow. I can notice that. Good thing, though, is that the Golem has so many, like, and all Marauders as well, not just the Golem. It has a lot of, like, max lock targets. So, you can just lock up everything, and then you don't really have to lock stuff up again until a long time. And then you can always leave this auto-targeting system as well. So, anything that aggresses you, you can obviously just, you know, shoot them, and because they'll lock them up automatically for you. The key thing is that they have to aggress. It seems like not a lot of these are actually aggressing us. You can see there's only this one NPC right here that's aggressing us. Everything else seems to be sort of AFKing almost. Okay, there we go. Go for this one right here. Now, we probably should go for this loot right here. It would be very favorable to go for this loot right here. Like an MTU would be very useful. I don't actually have an MTU. For safety reasons, it's better not to use an MTU because people can scan you down. But here would be a good point where I would use an MTU because they're out of my tractor beam range. So we can't pull them in right there unless we were to go ourselves manually to them. But we don't have that luxury right here when we're this far away. I'll just put one volley here on this elite drone parasite here. There we go, destroyed. Pretty straightforward this is right here. Just blast away with the police golem. He looks quite angry. You see how he's like got these like lines here? It looks like he's almost frowning. Like, ugh, he's very angry. What have you guys been doing here? Causing trouble in the Genesis region? Filthy drones. Popped. It seems like they're aggressing one by one. Like they're not. It's almost like they're just the ones that we're attacking are aggressing us. All the other ones are just like AFK. Let's see, what's the optimal damage type? Armor 80. Ooh, no, actually, it's not good to use the EM. We're using EM, but it's not good. Look at that. Resist. 80% resist. It would be a lot better for us to use the explosive. What about these guys? Yeah, these guys is better to use EM, so it'll be alright. But that's a lot of wasted damage we were using by going with EM, so it'll be very favorable to go for the explosive right here. I have actually, now that I recall, I have done this mission. I've done this mission many times before, and I remember actually realizing when I was looking at the resist profile that those battleships had a bit atypical resist profile for rogue drones, because usually rogue drones have the lowest in EM. That's why I was using EM. Like these guys are typical rogue drones, so that's why you can see here we're basically like two-shotting these guys. But otherwise, it was a bit atypical, so we could have done that a lot quicker, that initial part with all those battleships, if we had gone for the explosive. one really nice thing about the Golem is that you have access to all damage types. So you switch the ammo type whenever we need to. That's it. Do the most optimal damage type, really. That's why we're carrying a lot of damage types here. I don't know why I'm carrying Inferno, but now that I think of it, I know why. Because I forgot to put Caldari Navy Scourge, the kinetic ammo type, and I put Inferno instead. Because the thing is, there are not a lot of NPCs that have Thermal as their lowest resist. It's usually EM, Explosive, or Kinetic. You don't have so much Thermal as the absolute lowest one. So that's why usually if I'm going to go for 3 damage types, it's these ones right here. Just forget about Thermal. If I have 2 damage types, usually it'll be Kinetic, and EM I cover most of the NPCs by going with those guys. But otherwise I go for the Nova, because Nova is good, because a lot of NPCs in missions tend to be Angel Cartel. So that's why Nova is very good for those kind of missions. Okay, we'll stop bastioning here. No real reason to have that. Continue through this gate. Hold down Q to double click here. People ask me all the time, how do I do that? You just and activate this gate.
Warp-drive active.
Great. Okay. Activate these. And just look at our tank. Like, we're using hybrid tank. We've not even used our shield booster at all. We can keep that on because, oh, we were using our MWD this whole time. Silly me. Because we're just like so powerful in terms of like our shields. I never needed to use my shield booster, so I didn't notice my capacitor ever being drained because I wasn't having to use my shield booster. Okay, we've got these NPCs right here who are going to spawn very close. These are angels, it seems like. Nova Fury will be most optimal right here. Activate auto-targeting system. We can move towards the gate first of all. There we go, and then start... Oh, don't need a spider drones. We can start attacking these battleships, have them preemptively shoot, and make our way towards this gate. This gate before the spider drones get us, so that when we're done, we can just instantly just get out of here with when we're on Bastion. So, are we in range? Yes. Now we Bastion up. Turn off this this MWD, and there's quite a lot of incoming DPS. In fact, so this will be a good DPS test. But I have no doubt that the Golem will pull through just fine. Probably without even using any active shielding, but we can obviously use our booster if we want to. If we notice this is going a bit low, but I doubt that anything will have any issues whatsoever. The Golem actually has his highest resist, or one of his highest resistant explosive. That's what a lot of the damage is going here, but we get a little bit of all damage types. It's not just like explosive. You can see we've got a bit of EM, a bit of Omni damage. I think it is more focused on the explosive though from the Angel guys. Popped. Ooh, that guy was very close to getting killed. We can go with the drones, actually. Oh, the drones. Just take out these guys. We can lock up these frigates. We can lock up the frigates, and the frigates can then take out these... or the drones can take out these frigates right here. Look how long it takes to lock up those drones because of the cloaking device. Like, almost 15 seconds. Quite crazy how long it's taking. But we are having some of our... drones get to work. You can see he's already attacking that frigate over there, so that's good. Get a bit of like a automatic initiative from these drones right here. Very helpful. A good thing also is that the drones are very close to us. So if they were to take drone aggro, we have the ability to just recall them straight away, so I mean, it's not that bad. Even if they were to take drone aggro. Mercenary wingman. Yeah, that's a good like 30 seconds or something to lock up these little frigates. Is quite a long time. What is the optimal damage type here? It seems shield would be EM. Okay, we'll go for Mjolnir Fury then. That will be best. Probably Caldari Navy Mjolnir will be the best because these are cruisers. I'll just go with the Fury anyway. What is the Angel guys and their EM resist? Oh, wait, they've actually got EM is also quite low in the shields. It's just their armor. Interesting. I would have thought they would be like different otherwise. I don't know if these angels, they have armor or shields as their biggest HP pool. I think it's shields, but sometimes NPCs can be a little atypical sometimes. Like I know you can actually. It used to be a thing more popular. You were able to armor tank the angel ships. I don't know if it's still like you mainly shield tank them as far as I know nowadays. But sometimes the NPCs can differ slightly from the actual NPCs out there. Like sometimes the NPCs can differ slightly from the way the player ships work. Oof, look at these guys just going down so fast. And our HP just doesn't even budge really. Passive, fully passive. We can obviously leave this on to get some really good shield boosting. We just have full HP all the time. Nice. My drones seem to be working. What is the optimal damage type here? It seems also like the EM drones are good here. Surprised, I thought that they would have been a bit different, but the EM drone seems to be very optimal damage type for these mercenary guys. Maybe there's mercenary that is making them differ slightly from Angel Cartel. They look like Angel Cartel ships, but they may be like behaving like they're from a different faction, like a mercenary faction that maybe has them have a different resist profile. Golem waiting to just go through the next room. Very impatient he is. Almost taking out everything here. I wonder if you have to take out the spider drones to get through. I think you have to take out the spider drones to get through to the next room. Go, one volley there. We'll go for this guy over here. Roranoknesmurthas. Yeah, these named guys here. They're probably like some baddies, some crime bosses or something. They're mercenary guys. Okay, this spider drone is almost destroyed. Reload our cruise missiles. The hit out to 200 kilometers, even though they're short, quote-unquote short-range ammunition, but they still hit out to 200 kilometers without any single module at all boosting their range. So just really crazy how good the cruise missiles are for hitting out far. One thing that's bad about the cruise missiles is that, unlike, say, tachyon beam lasers or the hybrid turrets, the railguns, they have a bit of a travel time, so they don't hit instantly. So in some cases, the guns will be better because they'll hit straight away. Okay, we can go even out of Bastion right here. I don't think there's any point to do it because the majority of the damage we're getting in here is from our drones anyway. So it's not like we really need a big DPS. So we're doing some damage with the cruise missiles. Because I put Caldari Navy cruise missiles here to do a bit better application to these guys. It's alright. I mean, it's some damage. I just wanted to save that Bastion cycle, to be honest. I think the spider drones are pretty easy to hit. They don't seem to be that hard to hit. Okay, now we're out of Bastion. So we'll just move towards the next room like this. Yeah, they're going down pretty quickly. Not that bad. Yeah. 400 damage. Respectable amount of damage right there for considering how these are just like drones we're attacking. Shoot the target painter. Helps us a bit as well. We get some signature bloom on these guys. They're not going that quick. I mean, it's still a decent speed, 450 for an NPC, but it's not that fast. Like they're going 1k per second or something like that. So we're able to apply. Okay, great. So we've done this. Probably Mjolnir Fury will be best here. Can even just like go on warp already. Mjolnir Fury is what we're going to want to use. I think we may have come to the last room, or close to the last room at least. Let's see. Well, have we got the last room? Yes, this is the last room. And what we want to do here is really just align back to Heora, because this guy is going to be taken out so quickly. Has he got the EM is also here the best resist type? So like it depends, because you saw how EM is the lowest resist, but like it could be that he maybe majority of his HP is in the armor. Then it would be best to do the explosive. But I think that since it's an angel hull, he has got a better, bigger shield, but that's just an assumption. Not 100% sure right there. Don't quote me on that. But it seems at least like he goes down pretty quickly. Let's see how we got one shot, took out the entire shields. Let's see how it goes for the armor. No, it went less for, didn't take as much time to take out the armor. So that could be to the resist profile, but also I think perhaps it could be, just a guess, it could be that he's just got an equal amount of shields and armor, like sort of mixed tank. I don't know if that's a thing, but that could be the case as well, that these mercenary guys are mixed tanks. They've got like a bit of shields, a bit of armor, just sort of equally. So then if that's the case, perhaps it would have been better to go for a resist in the middle, like kinetic or thermal, that is like low on both of the armor and shields. Maybe that could have been a good compromise. We've got an Astera right here, Sister's Core Scanner Probes. I'll go back to Heora. Like say some people want to, cheeky people want to gank us. We're just gonna align here, cloak up, put one MWD cycle, And then when we are now uncloaked, or when the cycle is coming towards this end, boop, and then boop, and then now we are out, just like that, you know. It's pretty powerful what the cloaking devices and MWDs can achieve in combination. Even on slow battleships, you can sort of instantly align because of utilizing the cloaking device. There's just the key thing is that you are cloaked. Like, obviously, if someone is able to uncloak you by bumping into you or something like that, it won't work. But all happens in a matter of a few seconds. It's not going to be the easiest task to be able to uncloak you if people are inexperienced. There we go. Dock up here. Shalena Pro 4. Complete mission. There we go. 8,000 loyalty points. Achieved and earned just like that. In the police golem, enforcing law across the Genesis region. So Hybrid Golem, again, it is pretty fun. It's just the tank seems really good. And I think that actually almost that this would be a more optimal style for golems, because in alpha missions you really don't need these extra large shield boosters. Like, it's just way too much tank. You don't need this to tank these kind of NPCs you find here. I think it's just better actually almost to just go with a buffer tank like we're doing now. Obviously some missions, there are certain missions out there that can have very high DPS. This wasn't a particularly high incoming DPS mission. There are some that can, you know, capitalize more on the Marauders you know, really good shield boosting capabilities, but I really feel like a big portion of the alpha missions, there's so little incoming DPS that you just may as well put a buffer on this, so that if you were to somehow get ganked, there's at least less likelihood that you were to get popped by these gankers. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.